So you want to raise your child bilingual, but you're tired, short on time, worried about screens, and not exactly surrounded by fluent speakers or a ready-made village? Maybe you've collected so many resources, books, apps, playlists, and you still wonder, is any of this actually working? If you've said yes to any of these questions, you're definitely not alone. I asked real multilingual parents what actually helped their kids pick up language, and over 360 of them tune in to vote and share their experiences. Stick around so you don't miss the top 5 most helpful resources to raise a bilingual baby. By the end of this video, you'll feel a little bit less overwhelmed and a lot more confident. If you're curious about what kind of resources are actually helpful in raising super babies who can speak multiple languages, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming videos on this I Ask Real Parents Answers series, where I gather real-world stories from multilingual parents. Resource 1. The everyday magic of books and songs. So let's start with the classics. Books and nursery rhymes. Children's books definitely came out on top, with 1 in 3 parents in the poll saying they were the most helpful resource in their bilingual journey. Songs and nursery rhymes were another favorite, with 19% of parents saying they were a brilliant tool for language learning. Some even mentioned they were used in speech therapy to support infants' communication. My 18-month-old wasn't speaking at all. One of the tools speech therapy used was nursery rhymes, rhythmic and predictable. Now she talks pretty normal. According to Barbara Zura Pearson, the author of Raising a Bilingual Child, songs are an excellent way for children to practice a language in a non-stressful situation with a lot of repetition. They are also an effective hook for pulling a child back into the minority language. And best of all, you can strike up a song almost any time, without any tools, props, or preparation. Reading to them and having them learn to read is the most critical to language development. Reading is particularly helpful for slightly older children, as reading leads to both greater proficiency in and retention of a language. People who are reader of a language are less likely to lose it later. Resource 2. Audio, audio, audio. While the amount of video content aimed at children is increasing at an exponential rate, it can still pose a challenge to parents trying to source high-quality content in your target language. And with the concerns of increased screen time and its negative effect on the development of young children, many parents are trying to steer clear of the content in video format until their child is older. Many parents share their love for audio sources. We avoided screens for the first years, but our daughter enjoyed many audiobooks in the car. Podcasts and anything with audio helped more than books. I'm not a native speaker, so reading is strenuous. Despite the common caution around screen time, about 13% of parents in the poll said they use digital resources to support their child's language development. When used intentionally, things like low stimulation story time videos, audio content, shows, or learning apps can actually play a helpful role, especially when they're balanced with real-life interactions. If you're also wondering how other parents are dealing with screen times, how they're using it to support their child's language learning, and the advice from global guidelines, I've got you covered. Here is a video on that too for you to watch next. Resource 3. Immersion through people. One of the biggest themes from parents' responses: kids need real people. Face-to-face time matters most. Immersion can happen in a lot of ways, and for 17% of families in the poll, that meant things like playing with other kids at the playground, joining a language-focused playdate, or signing up for a second language class. The number one factor for us has been face-to-face interactions. Playgroups and classes are way more useful than passive things like videos, especially for younger kids. And of course, immersion can also happen through everyday conversations with adults, like parents, grandparents, or other caregivers. If it fits your family's circumstances, traveling with your child can be a wonderful way to deepen that language connection too. Interaction in day-to-day activities is the most important resource, and there is a mountain of research evidence to support this. From books by experts, to peer-reviewed studies, to global media guidelines for early childhood. And they all point to one thing: live, responsive interactions where children receive real input from real people in their environment are the most powerful way to support language learning. Resource 4. Planning and purpose. Some parents got strategic, planning goals, setting up routines, or even hiring support. Sit down with your partner and articulate your goals, decide on a method, OPAL, time and place, or outsourcing. It could help to find another adult who speaks the target language, even just a few hours a week. Different tools for different ages and fluency levels. We might start online language classes soon. According to research by psycholinguist Anik de Hauer, two things strongly predict whether a child will grow up bilingual. First, parents need to believe that bilingualism is a good thing, it is worth nurturing, and is valuable. And second, they need to believe that whatever it is they do, the language they speak, how they use them, genuinely shapes how their child will learn that language and uses that language too. And for the best chance of raising a bilingual child, these beliefs need to go hand in hand. Your mindset matters, so do your daily choices. That is why having a plan and also having open communication with your family is so important. Whether you're preparing, just starting out, or already on the journey. If you're thinking out of having that conversation with your partner about goals, roles, methods of raising a bilingual child, check out this video where I cover our family language plan, or check out this video where I cover the 5 research-backed methods for raising bilingual children and the most suitable family profile for each one. Resource 5, making language part of life. And finally, the most common advice, make your languages an immersive part of everyday life. Talk to your child lots and describe what things are, even if you normally wouldn't. We label everything in our home. The other day, my 3-year-old played hangman with words from our drawer labels. Since we're talking about making language part of everyday life, I actually put together a little something to help. It's a free 30-day multilingual play calendar with simple, fun prompts you can do with your baby during bath time or while unpacking your groceries. If you want to take this 30-day challenge, you'll find the link in the description. Sometimes the best thing that helps your child learn a language doesn't have to be complicated and doesn't come with a 10-step plan. More often than not, the more seamlessly something is integrated into your life, the more sustainable and effective it becomes. One of my favorite examples to demonstrate this concept is to look at the people of Sardinia, a region in Italy who have impressively long lifespan. Sardinia has one of the highest expectancies in Europe and is also one of the top 5 locations in the world for centenarians. And their secrets to having a long life is not hitting the gym or having a strict workout routine. On average, they climb 30 flights of stairs a day just by living in 2- or 3-story homes and walking around on the steep, hilly streets of their city. So in this video, I covered the top resources to help with your child's language learning according to parents from all around the world. And of course, I saved the best resource for last. Turns out what actually helps is not a fancy app, it's not the perfect book, it's you. The biggest resource is your relationship with your child, the language you share with them. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and also share this with a fellow multilingual parent. And I want to hear from you too. Which resource resonated with you the most? Thank you so much for being here and see you next time.